Hello students. So today we'll be learning about the rules that is intersecting cos, secants and tangent. So here for today's lesson I'll be talking about intersecting interiorly intersections. Okay, interior section, and that is intersecting chord or secant. Okay, so this is about secant. You see that if two secants or chords intersect inside a circle, you see there is the one, so they're secant because they're intersecting the circle into 2 points. This one is B and D, and this one is A and C. Okay, so they're intersecting at this point and they produce few angles. Then the measure of the angle formed is equal to half the sum of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So what are you doing? This angle is created by the intersection at the intersection point here. So which one is the intercepting arc? That is the intercepting arc. Okay, so this angle 1 is, they said, that equal to half the sum of the measures of the intercepted arc. So another intercepted arc is here, right? So this angle is obviously vertically opposite, so they're equal. So any of the angle you want to find, angle A is half the measure of the sum of the two intercepting. So sum AD, so the measure of AD plus the measure of the other one is BC. So we say BC, this arc, right? So based on then that we can do the problem. So let's say if we want to find out this angle, come to number 1. It tells you that to find AD. So this intersecting chord or secant, whatever it is, they are producing this AD. So this measure of AD should be half of the intercepted arc is this guy 45 plus the other one is this guy 109, right? So once you add them and subtract, add them and divide, you should get this one 154, and once you divide by 2 you get 77 degree. That's it. Okay, so let's see what happens for the other angle. So let's say if you get this one, you can get this one. So let's get this 2. So if it is 2, intercepted arc are AB and the other one should be CD, right? So they should be half of the measure of AB, and then the other one is we have that is CD, right? So that is plus the measure of CD, right? So that's it. Now here you say YWX, right? Let me erase that one. YWX. So you see it's exactly like this one, YWX. Okay, so we said that is half of the so what do we need to do here? We need to know the value of these two, right? So this is probably very critical for us to get. You don't have anything. If you'd have in the middle, you could do it. So what we should be doing is will be a little tricky. Let's find out. Our job is to find out this YWX. Now from this formula, given this intercept and this intercept, we can find this angle. So once we find this pink one, this whole thing is 180. We can subtract and get YWX, right? So let's do that. So we have 43 for YWX. And now we are not calculating YWX. We are calculating the angle YVW, this one. That should be half of 43 plus 81, right? So once you calculate, you get these guys is 4 2 1. So once you divide it, you get 62. Now you really want, if you look at it, you really want YWX. So use that formula, get this one. Now this is 64. So how much is this green part? Green and red makes 180. So 180 minus 62, that should give you 118. Okay, so you'll have to be a little critical and find the thing. Okay, so let's come up with CD. Sometime you are not finding the angle. Given the angle, you'll have to find out the intercepted arc. Let's say here CDE, CDE. So you don't know that. You are given with this, right? So you know there's 128 according to this formula is half of this guy and this guy, right? So what is that? That is should be, you can calculate in a separate way. Let's say we don't know it, right? We don't know it. So that's x, right? And now place it out and you have equation. Calculate, cross this. That should be 256, right? You have 73 plus x. So to get your x, subtract by 73 by 73. So how much do you get? You get 183 here. Once you subtract, cancels out x, right? So these are x. So straight that. Okay, so try doing this 2, 4 and 6 by yourself and have some practice, because your classwork will be from delta math. After I show another rule, then you will go to the delta math and do them. 5 problem from delta math as your classwork today. So I'm showing you the other one, that is called on the circle intersection. What is that? It tells that if a secant, you see a secant that is touching in 2 points and a tangent, there is a tangent, intersect at a point of tangency, that is the point of tangency. Let me get it other color. Then the measure of each angle formed is equal to, okay, measure of each angle. Okay, so who are that? Let's say this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, they are equal to half the measure of its intercepted arc. Okay, so what does it mean? If it is 1, so its intercepted arc is which one? For this 1, here is the endpoint. What is the endpoint? The intercepted arc is AB. So this angle 1 should be half of the measure of the arc length AB. Okay, this intercepted part. And so what will happen to 2? For 2, intercepted part is this. And that's the major one, so we should be using 2, 1, A, C, B, all right? A, C, B, 3 alphabet. So that 2 should be half of measure of A, C, B. So let's have some practice. They want DEG here. So this is the secant, this is the chord. So who is DEG? DEG is this angle. So its interception is what? We know according to the value, the angle will be the half of the intercepted arc. So for this angle, intercepted arc is with this, right? So that should be half of 308, right? So once you divide it, how much do you get? You get 154 degree, right? Okay, and then once you go for 8, what do you see? You see their DBC. They want us to find DBC, this guy, right? So this should be half of the measure of this intercepted arc, right? How do I get that? I am given with this part 192. So once I subtract this 192 from 360, I get that part, right? So that should be 168. So this is 168. Now let's go back to our formula. That is, this angle should be half of the intercepted arc, right? According to this or that, whatever it is. So I say half of 168. So that is 84, right? So this is it. Let me stop there because I want you to, since I'm not there, I want you to just grab these two, watch again and again, and then go to Delta Math, log into Delta Math. I have assigned classwork 5 problems. You will have to make 5 correct to get the whole full point. So I'm assigning 3 points for that. So you guys do that. Okay, thank you.